Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here because this is a viewer request and it was a request to the Kscrafts. This is called the Big Backpack Die, and I made an album I think around a month ago with this die. It's a little backpack, and so the viewer wanted me to show how I made it, and hopefully I don't confuse you. But I'm gonna take it one step at a time. So you are gonna need this die, and I think they no longer sell it in Amazon, but they do sell it on AliExpress. I'm gonna go ahead and link everything down below. I'm gonna link the AliExpress link, so if you're interested, you could go ahead and snatch it. So this project I'm gonna call a Big Backpack Embellishment Book, and it's gonna be a mini one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a craft with me video so you guys could see. You are gonna need, so the die comes with the decorative matte pieces that go on top. This is the piece that is gonna be the front and the back of the backpack. This is gonna be the top of the backpack, which is the flap, how you close the purse. This is the decorative part for the top of the flap. And you do have a strap, which you're going to be cutting 2 of these, and then this one is the matte piece that goes on top of the strap there. This is the bottom of the backpack that is going to allow it to kind of stand, and then this part here is the gusset that goes on the side of the backpack, but this part I will not be using on this project. There's also another piece that are the little details that has a zipper on here. I'm not going to be using that, so I'm going to put these 2 aside, and I'm going to tell you how many pieces you will be cutting from each. 10 of these. So this is going to be the front of the backpack, because I am going to do a front and back layer, a matte layer for the backpack. This will be the front and the back of the backpack. So for this matte piece, you will be needing 10 cutouts from this die. Now you could go one way. You could trace it, which I did. I traced it because I wanted a solid piece, matte piece. But you could, you know, skip the fussy cutting and go ahead and die cut this one with all the decorative elements on there. So 10 of these, and then of course you're gonna cut out this part here, which is the front and the back of the backpack. You only need 2 pieces. This is 110-pound cardstock. You also will need to cut out 1 of these in 110-pound cardstock, and you're going to be needing the bottom of the backpack, which is this die here. You're going to need 1 of those. So to put the backpack together is super simple. And then 2 of these of the backpack, the straps. I also cut these in 110-pound cardstock in pink. And then this is the matte layer. I cut out 4 of them. The reason why I cut out 4, because I am going to be placing 1 in the front of the back of the strap, and then also decorate the back of it. So 4 of these, cutting out 4 of these matte layers for the strap part. Also, in order for you to have the hinges for the backpack, you have to cut out 3 of these. And Eve, where do you get these from? Well, all you have to do is you place your cardstock, a little strip. Let me measure it for you. It's 3/4 of an inch. So you place it here, right on the edge, and then you die cut 1 of these hinge parts right here. I am going to be time-lapsing certain portions of this video, so it won't get boring. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is just put this backpack together, a mini embellishment book, and this is just such a cute project. All I'm adding is the hinge part on the bottom of the backpack. So hopefully you guys get this video and make your own, and if you do make one, don't forget to tag me. I would love to see what you created. So let me go ahead and start putting this apart. Let me take these. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, from this part, I also did cut out 2 of these. This will go on the top of the flap and on the bottom of the flap. I did trace this and grab 2 pieces. So you're gonna be needing 2 of these. I also need another matte piece for this part of the flap of the die, the inside and the outside of the flap. So I cut out a small piece. This one measures 1 inch by 3 inches. 1 inch by 3 inches. And so I cut out one for the front on the top and one from the inside. And I think that is it. Let me go ahead and get ready so we could put this beautiful little backpack together. So we're gonna start off by burnishing these hinges. So with 110-pound cardstock, it's a little hard to try to fold these. So please do get your bone folder out so they can be ready. So now we have the bottom flap of the backpack. Kscrafts Hannah, she has a video, and if I find any other video on YouTube, I will link it down below, so you could also have that version of putting together this little backpack, the original one. Now let's go ahead and glue it together. So then we have this part like this. So the backpack should be closing like this. So the little mini backpack album should look like this. So let's go ahead. I am not going to add the straps yet because I want to add the matte layers onto the backpack. But first, before that, we're going to add the hinges. So the hinges is super basic. Hinges according to how much space you're going to need in between. If you're going to have chunky embellishments, go ahead and put a little bit more distance between them, but I'm gonna just eyeball it. So I'm gonna leave about ½ an inch between each layer. This part here is according to your according to how you are gonna make this backpack. If you're gonna make more flaps to it, you can add another one, and you can have like ½ an inch in between, or 3/4 of an inch if you just want 2 flaps on here. It's all totally up to you, but I'm gonna show you. I am placing 3 here. Doing ½ an inch. This one looks a little larger than ½ an inch. So let me go ahead and glue these down. They are longer than the bottom piece. The reason why is because I don't know, I just have a hard time gluing them perfectly straight when they're not as long. And then I can always cut off the excess. So I'm gonna add this piece here. This is my first little hinge. So I'm adding 3 hinges onto this backpack. And what I like about this glue is that, and this is not sponsored, but it adheres very quickly. You could also use your glue gun, but like I said, I love to be able to manipulate a little bit the paper before I actually glue it down. So that looks straight to me. So now I have 2 hinges here, right there. Little hinge right here. Just try to place it as straight as you can. I could use my mat. My mat has little lines on it, so I can line it up and then put it as straight as I can. So now I have 3 hinges here. So what I'm gonna do is just cut off the excess, which is super simple. Just go ahead and just lay them down and just snip off turn it around and just snip off the And so now the little album looks like this. It has my little hinges here, my 3 little hinges, and then my little flap right here. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna speed up the process because this is when I'm gonna be adding the matte pieces. in the front and in the back. So it's not really all that complicated. I'm going to add the matte pieces for the flap, and then we're going to be adding the pieces that go inside here. All the pieces, the inside. What I like about adding these matte pieces is it makes the backpack, the little album backpack, sturdier. Also, I did not mention, but I'm using the Round Trip collection by Maggie Holmes. I have this collection since I think I don't know, I think it came out last year, and I had it in my stash, and I want to go ahead and bash the stash. So because I have I have some more on the side, but I did want to use up my paper. I'm trying not to keep so much because my area is limited. I'm pretty sure everybody else's area is limited. I did stitch around all the little matte pieces, so it gives it more of a texture. So let's go ahead and add the flaps here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold them down, and I'm gonna add one by one. So I'm gonna do a matte piece and the back one. Okay, so this will be the first one that I place here. Now that's why on this one I did trace using the matte piece, which is this piece here, and it looks decorative. So you don't have to trace it and fussy cut it like I did. You could actually die cut it, and if you don't mind all the decorative pieces, to go ahead and place it like that. I did use, and I am going to use this die to make a pocket. So I just die cut this part, and I cut it right here, right around half point, and then I make a pocket, and you're gonna see that. I'm gonna show you that later on. So let me go ahead and adhere the first piece. So I'm gonna start placing this. So now I'm gonna add the back piece. So then we have our first little page here. Look how cute it looks. Let me go ahead and time lapse so I can add the second page. It's just gonna be the same thing. You're just gonna be able to add these pieces here. So I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse it so I won't bore you guys. Okay guys, okay crafty friends, this is the completed little cute little book. Look at this guys, look at how cute. Let me go ahead and add these straps so you guys could see how cute this little album looks. Oh my gosh, it's just so perfect for your embellishments. You could, let me show you the cushion you have of space in between. You can make a chunky rosette and make some couple of bows, and they could be chunky, and you can have a little pocket on there. What I did in my previous one, and I'm gonna add it to my project share video, I'm gonna add it to the description box down below, and I added some sequin mixes, some bling, and I made a little pocket in the back so I could squeeze in some additional items. So, and also in the back here, I added some flowers, which were dimensional, and I had that room that I could add those flowers here. And it's just so perfect for a little embellishment book. Of course, you know, I added a dangle. I put a eyelet on here, and I added a little dangle onto it and just decorated in the front. Decorate this. I'm gonna put some chipboard and some cute little items here. I'm gonna add a little snap button for the purposes of time. I'm just gonna add it, and then I'm gonna show you the before and the after, but look how cute it looks. Look at the bottom. I added that layer. It's just, this collection is so pretty. It is a travel collection, so you can't make this about travel. This will be perfect because it is a backpack, but what I wanted to do is just make it floral and cute and kind of springy. Let me go ahead and add the backpack straps. So here's the first one, and the second one, let me lay this baby down right here. Tiny little flap right here. I'm gonna use my glue gun for this part here. So it's just, that needs to be folded down, and I'm gonna add that to the back of the backpack. So let me add these straps. Just putting a little bit of the glue gun, the glue onto the adhere right above, right to the score line. And just make sure it's adhered. Then let me go ahead and adhere the bottom. Be careful, don't burn yourself. And I think the decoration part for me is like the easiest. The assembly part takes a lot of time. But look at this cutie. We have the backpack there, and I did say that I was gonna add up the pocket, so I die cut. This is the piece, so it's just close to half of this die here. I just cut out a piece, and we'll go ahead and adhere it to one of these. What I am gonna do is this pocket, I'm gonna adhere it right here to the back of the page. So then you have the pocket right there, so it's behind it. So when you open the backpack, you're gonna see it like this. It's gonna open like this. Then you're gonna have your elements in here, and there's your little pocket right there. How cute. Okay, so I do have like a rosette here, just for you to see inside the backpack. It does fit. See if you have a chunky rosette with this one has chipboard on it, so I'm gonna use it for the front of the backpack. It's gonna look cute. I'm gonna add a little snap button on here, and of course it's gonna have a little dangle, and then you start making the embellishment. Okay, so this is the finished decorated backpack. I added a bow, and I did add this one handle, or when the backpacks have like a little handle here. So I added that, and then I went ahead and I added the chipboard here, and a little shaker right there, and a butterfly right here, and it has little feet. Look at how cute. So that fun part is always decorating it, and then you open it here, and then I just placed some of the embellishments in there, like 3 flowers, a little bow, some rosettes, and then I left the rest blank because I'm a further embellish, and it has room to add more embellishments. It's not snug, so you do have room to add sequin mixes, shakers, and additional items like bling or little charms there, or little tassels, you know, whatever you're gonna send your swap buddy or your Happy Mail recipient. So how cute. Thank you guys for joining me today, and I hope that you were inspired. So pretty. Stands up, so it's so cute. You can leave it on the desk or on your shelf, and it stands up, and then you have your little mini embellishment book there. Guys, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this little small tutorial on this mini embellishment backpack. And I will link everything down below, including the die for this backpack. So guys, have an awesome day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.